Haven't done one in a while, so I want to get some more information out for you guys to learn to master and create your reality. All right, so today I want to talk about, as the video title says, one brain but really three minds. Okay, so what does it mean when you have three minds? Well, we all know by now, visiting this channel. First off, let me say this. You know how the universe works. So the universe works with complex cause and effect. So what does that mean? It means that if you're finding this channel, if you're here for a reason. You're brought here. Nothing is coincidence, okay? Universe, cause and effect, okay? The cause, the effect. So you're here for a reason, to take part or some information that you have to get within your mind that I can deliver to you to expand your awareness, to learn how to really create and manifest, okay? So good. Yes, greetings from Southeast London. Yes. Everybody's here. It's good to see everybody from all across the world. First off, let me begin by saying, things are great. This information spreading like wildfire. I'm so happy to be here as a conduit of the universe to express and show you how your mind works, guys, to show you how to create your reality, to get you out of what? The prisoner of your mind. Listen, let me give you an analogy. In order to break out of jail, you have to know that you're in jail, right? That's the first thing of awareness. If you're locked up, in order to try to escape, you have to have the realization that, hey, I'm locked up. And once you know you're locked up, then you can figure a way to escape. See, 99% of individuals in the world today are locked up, and they have no idea they're locked up. Where are they locked up? They're locked up within their mind. Their mind is holding you prisoner. Let me give an example of how your mind works, my friends. How many of you guys out here think you think? What do I mean by that? How many of you guys really know what thinking is? To think, okay? I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Is that thinking? Give an example. Show you how your mind can have you as a prisoner, man. You get up in the morning, okay? You say, you put your clothes on. You think, I'm going to wear this pants, this shirt, put it on. Get in your car. I'm going to my local coffee shop and get my coffee. And I'm going to work, and I come home and I do the same thing. And you think you are thinking. You're just not thinking, my friend. What's happening is known as a repetitive, habitual trance. Your subconscious mind is just controlling your routine. You're not thinking. You're like a zombie. So you're going with the flow. You're going with the flow, okay? Remember, our brain operates in these different frequency range, right? We got alpha, theta, beta, gamma. Beta is the primary state that your mind is in every day. This is beta state right here. But your subconscious mind is a mind of what? Control and habit, okay? You have to tell your mind what to think. Yes, of course. Not as easy as it sounds, but it is in that format, all right? So guys, let's talk about the mind, okay? So I said one brain, three minds. First thing we have to talk about is this. Look, we all know what our core limiting beliefs are. At least you have an idea what they are right now. So you know that these beliefs are these emotional feelings that your subconscious mind holds to be true. Not your conscious mind, all right? Your conscious mind is the mind that thinks, it reasons, and rationalizes. Now here's the beauty of it. We all need a conscious mind, our ego. We need the ego. It's good for us because look, without the ego, you can't fall in love. You won't know you're in love. You won't, without the ego, you won't have a sense of awareness of who you are. Without the ego, you can't think those positive thoughts to manifest, to create. So the ego serves, the conscious mind is good. We need that part of our lives. That's perfect. But on the other hand, the ego is just what is known as the conditioned mind. What is a conditioned mind? A conditioned mind is the mind that is used to certain habits, repetitions, of so forth. And here's the issue. The reason our minds are designed to always focus on lack, worry, doubt, fear, that is the ego, the conditioned mind, is because that is how it's been programmed genetically in our DNA from generations, ancestors way back down. So that's how your mind develops. So when you were born and you came out the womb, you already had that small flaw. It was already there. So what happens is when you come into the world, it was just more of a manifestation or a proclamation that, okay, this is it. So we know that our minds are always taught to focus on what we don't want. And that's because as human beings, we're geared to a generation or a philosophy of problem solvers, fixers. We have to create a problem to fix it. So it forces our minds to focus on what we don't want. And because what we don't want, we tend to focus on that. But here's an issue with that. When we focus on what we don't want, we do not realize how the universe works. And now you do. Now you have an idea of how the universe works, because now we know that everything exists in what? Energy, vibration, electromagnetic frequencies, and they're all bind together by these forces. We have the weak nuclear force. We have the electromagnetic spectrum force, okay? We have what is known as thermodynamic forces, okay? These are the forces that bind. We have gravity, so they bind us. And all your mind is just a tool that creates frequencies to match and bring things in. So now we see that, okay, if I focus on what I don't want, or I don't need, or what I don't want, then you will attract it. Okay, so that's part one of your conscious mind. Now let's go to the middle part of your mind, which is nobody even knows it exists, but I call it the critical factor, or the gatekeeper. It processes and keeps information in and out your subconscious mind. Then let's go to your subconscious mind, which is the mind that creates. Okay, here's the thing we must realize, guys. In order to really manifest or fulfill our true destiny, or to create, these minds must be aligned, man. Meaning that your conscious, a logical mind, must be in agreement with your subconscious mind. Here's something important that I haven't talked about the subconscious mind. I want you guys to really get it. You know, when you go out and you start saying things like this, you know, hey, subconscious mind, I want you to change. I want you to do this. You know, let's stop doing this. You know, I'm positive. I'm money magnet. I can get this. I want to create or manifest this. My question to you is, who are you talking to? Okay? So who are you talking to? Are you talking to your subconscious mind? Because here's the thing. Your subconscious mind is a mind of habit and repetition. It's like a tape recorder. Okay? It doesn't think. Okay? So when you're saying, hey, I want to change this, I want to change that, you're talking to a tape recorder, because what's happening is your subconscious mind is just going to play whatever is coming from the conscious mind, or what you believe in your conscious mind at its emotional level, and it holds it and it runs it, and it's known as a reality loop. So we all must update what is known as our reality loop. We must update it. If you don't update your reality loop, then you will start to live in the same circle, get the same results, same problems, same issues, and your life will continue, because you have no idea that you're really trapped within your mind. So how do we break the reality loop? Well, let's talk more about the mind. So your subconscious is the mind of habit, repetition. It controls what you think from the conscious, and it creates it according to your feeling. Now, when you're talking and you're saying, hey, I want to change this, you're not initially talking to your subconscious. You're talking to what is known as the higher self. The higher self uses the subconscious mind as a link. So that's what you want to get to. So the point is, we want to get what? We want to get with our higher self. The higher self is that intuitive mind that's connected to what? Source energy, God, universe, the I am. So, you know, look, I put this out here so you guys can have a platform to learn, you know, between the YouTube videos, and between the Facebook platform, you guys are learning. And now for a lot of you guys now, you know, you are able to take advantage of the one-on-one mentoring and coaching sessions that I offer. And then this is the part where now I get to open your minds, I get to release you, and then you see all the abundance. You start to manifest things of that sort. So, you know, this is why I'm here to help. Now look, you guys who are still having trouble, you say, man, I want to get this, I want to remove these beliefs from my mind. You know, when you find it hard, then this is where I come in to help and coach and mentor you. You can always reach me, contact me if you find it hard to remove your limiting beliefs. I'm here, I can help you to remove them. We can set up a session, I can get them in, we can talk about it, I can remove them with the brainwave frequencies. And for you guys who have an idea of what they are, then you use these videos and these platforms, you know. Of course, you know, we can always contact me, mhoughton76@gmail.com. Okay, so let's continue with our circle to remove. So the higher self merge with the intuitive subconscious mind, and when you talk to it, that's who you're talking to. Okay, guys? So keep in mind now, we just went over this again, okay? 3 minds: conscious, critical factor, subconscious. Okay? We do need an ego, because what? Ego serves us. Awareness, we can love, we can express ourselves. Okay? I want to talk about reality loop or reality trance. What are that? Basically, a trance is some form of conscious awareness that you really aren't aware of. It's more of an automatic system. You're on autopilot. That's a trance. And many of us are in trances and we don't even realize it. Here's how you're in a trance. If you haven't really desired or really haven't gotten what you really wanted out of life, is because the trance. Because remember, your mind is meant to create. Manifesting, you cannot not manifest, okay? It's an inborn talent. You have to do it. If you cannot manifest, you cannot exist. Your world exists right now of the observer. When you look, you see, you create, you're manifesting right now. So there's nothing you cannot not manifest. The key is how to get aligned to manifest. So we have to go through processes to become a manifest, to create money, you know, but like Mark, the lottery, whatever you want. There's codes or there's languages that the universe uses that you must know how to master in order to access it. Okay? It's called, you know, it's like they say playing the game. Well, this is the game of the universe, quantum science, quantum physics. This is how the universe works. Okay? It works with these. And once you know the passcodes, or what I call them, the languages, then man, your life will start changing. Just like this, you'll start to bring them in. The first key is this: we must realize that, hey, we're prisoners of our minds. So once we have the awareness that, hey man, my mind is running me, I gotta take control back and be the master. That's the first key. Then we learn how to gain back control. And once we gain back control, then we can start to create. Okay? So that's excellent for you guys. Okay, should we visualize daily with our affirmations? Taking some questions here. Should we visualize daily? Also, affirmations are amazing. Okay, now visualization, guys, is one tool you can use. Of course, you can visualize. Yeah, visualization helps, because when you visualize in your visuals, you're already seeing the end result of what you want, and what you want is already manifested. So it's good. The key is, though, to keep it going. And the key is now to know how to master your mind. Okay? All right. Talk about the time delay, Mark. What's the time delay? Okay. In order for us to realize what time delay is, we have to know what really time is in the universal way. Look, all time delay is this, guys. Keep this in mind. All time is in universal concept is this. It's a process of cause and effect. So it takes, when you cause something to happen, it takes time to have the effect. That's all time is in the universal way. Now remember, I always said this and I'll say it again. You use your conscious mind. Our conscious mind needs time as a logical structure. Here's the reason why. Because we have what are known as metabolic systems in our body. We have to regulate body temperature, regulate weight, regulate sleep cycles. Cells have to grow. That's what our conscious mind uses time for. So time is a process that's a logical structure to just keep things flowing. But doesn't mean it's real. That's a key point. And here's a big clue. Remember, subconscious, there's no time. It's only right now in the moment. And the present moment is where it's at. So that's what time delays. Time delays basically the time from you put your request, create that frequency. Universe is the cause. Remember that you create the cause, which is the frequency, and now the effect is what comes around. That's the time delay. Okay. How to know when you're in alignment with winning money? That's a good question. How do you know you're in alignment with winning money? Well, first of all, we have to know what money really is. Just like anything, money is just a form of energy. So here's a big tip when it comes to money. Look, if you want to be in alignment with money, or if you always want to constantly have money, you have to learn how to let money flow through you, not to you. What do I mean? You have to learn to let money flow through you, not to you. If you let money flow to you, you're stopping it. If you let money flow through you, it's going to circulate, and according to cause and effect, it will come back around. So that's the key to being in alignment with money. Okay? Learn how to let money flow through you and not stop at you. And how do you do that? Well, and I've talked about this before, you create value. Once you create value, value will be the cause, money will be the effect. Value is basically giving information, teaching, or something that an individual can use for the rest of their life that will help them. That is value. And of course, when you create value, the effect of value is money. So, okay? I am now winning 50, 80, 100 sums on scratch-offs. When I'm feeling to get in the question, how can I unlock the biggest thing? Okay, guys. Now, to unlock, the full potential of your mind, okay? To unlock the full potential of our mind, predominantly our subconscious mind, we have to know how it works. And I'm going to show you a little bit of how your subconscious mind works so you can have an awareness. I always want you to remember this. Subconscious mind records every single thing. It's like a tape recorder. It records and it plays back. That's all it does. So it records and repeats. So how does it record? Well, it records based on what you're thinking. Okay, what you think, it travels down and it becomes an emotion. It forms a belief. Your subconscious mind takes it, traps it in, and creates it. That is the reality loop. So if you are always taught or believe that, you know what, I don't do well at this, I'm not good for this, I can't do this, money's hard to make, guess what? Subconscious now traps it in there, what? It becomes a reality loop. Even if you're saying to yourself, hey man, stop this, subconscious, I want to continue. I can't hear you because you're speaking to a tape recorder. It's just going to go over. So the question is, how do you record over that? Well, you record over that by first having an awareness of what's going on. Once you have an awareness of what's going on, then you can start to change the recording. And here's the biggest tip to change the recording. Change your belief. Change your belief to a belief that serves you. Very simple. If you believe it's hard to do this, if you believe certain individuals can get that, then you have to change your belief that's going to serve you. We can use the lotto as an example. If you feel like you're not winning, change to feel you're winning. See it, believe it. Doesn't matter if you find money face up or face down. No, it doesn't really matter if you find money face up or face down. But the key is when you find money, pennies, anything money, it's energy, so you want to be grateful and gratitude, okay? Great gratitude will create more of what you'd want or what you desire. Okay, guys? So that's what we want to keep in mind, okay? So once you have a belief now, then the reality loop, you'll break it because now you can re-record over your subconscious mind. So now you put new recordings. It's just like a phone or a computer. You have to continually update your reality loop, update your reality, your map of reality, because we all have a map of reality. Because now you know that everything you see is not quantumly or physically real. You can change the situation just like that. The circumstances can change because everything comes around. It's vibrating. Let me put it to you like this. Look, the real reality is this. If we could see what real reality is, all you will see is all energy, quantum particles, big space, zooming around in and out of existence. That's real reality. Remember, the atom is what? 99% empty space. You, me, 99% empty space. So your reality is like a big blank canvas. You paint and create what you want in it. That's the real reality. Keep this in mind. Your brain only has a small percentage of reality it can pick up. 5% maybe. And you only pick it up with what? With your predominant, 5 senses of taste, smell, touch, etc., etc. Keep in mind, guys, here's something important that you must realize. Did you know that right now, your superconscious higher self, or your superconscious mind, a lot of you guys haven't know how the superconscious mind is, but a lot of you guys that are coaching or in the mentoring program, you're just getting into the superconscious mind. Superconscious mind will expand you more, and of course you've already seen great results with a lot of you guys that are in the coaching program, superconscious. But I'll give the YouTube viewers just a quick tease or a quick info, or just a quick insight on the superconscious mind. Your superconscious mind has been communicating with you from the ages as soon as you pop out the womb. It's giving you information, it's giving you resources to create the desired life you want. But here's the thing. You can't access your superconscious mind because first of all, you do not know how to look for the information. Okay? In other words, your mind hasn't got to the awareness of that conscious level to reciprocate or to receive the information coming from you. You know? That's how your superconscious is. So when I use that to say this point, that things are happening around you right now. There are different senses, there are different frequencies, there are different forms, dimensions. There are things right now that are out there willing to help you, to give you the resources, the connection to manifest. But because you're not tuned in, they fly right by you. And the reason it's not that you're not tuned in is not your fault. The reason is you have to move up in layers. You have to know how your mind works. You have to go from your conscious. Then once you get your conscious, then you go to the subconscious, the higher self. Once you go to the higher self, then you go to the epitome, which is the superconscious. And once you're in the superconscious mind, then you can be able to pick it up because you have a new awareness. Your mind now expands and you can grasp that information, you know? You can't, if you have a baby and the baby's sitting there and you're talking to the baby, you're talking about quantum physics, you're talking about thermodynamics to the baby's going to look at you and say, huh? What are you talking about? See, he doesn't have the awareness yet. Or the baby's there and you're telling the baby, hey, you know what? I want you to invest in this product because this product is going to make you a lot of money. I want you to put this in the stock market. I want you to do this because you're going to make $1 million. Even though the information is correct, the baby is this, huh? Because the baby hasn't what? Grown to the awareness to grasp it. The information you're giving the baby is correct. It's true. If he uses it, he'll be wealthy. But because your mind is not that level of awareness, you cannot comprehend it. See, this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to open that mind so that you can be aware. Because remember, your universe, your higher self, your superconscious mind is always communicating with you to give you what you want to create your reality. Okay, this is what I do when I coach you. You know, the guys I coach. You get that, you open that up, and then now you'll see the beauty of it. You start to grasp your mind. You can see, whoa, you're out. Now you're released from the prison of your mind, so to speak. And this individuals, they don't realize it. They don't teach this. You don't see this. You don't practically know this. And this is maybe new to you guys. This is why I'm here, so you can get an awareness to open it up. And of course, you see results already. A few students, a coach, they've already winning a lot of money. Millionaires, Raquel, 2 million, 100,000, 40,000, new jobs, new careers, and all this is because what? They now have an awareness and they know how to use their minds. So this is good, and this is why I put these videos out to help you guys, to get a platform so you can start to learn to create and manifest for your mind. So I want to give you a quick tidbit. I want you to keep this, is very important. Remember, your 5 senses that your brain uses, just a tidbit. That's not the real reality yet. Once you can open your consciousness and know how to open the channel, remember, the communication, the language of the universe, you open the channel, then you have the awareness. Then you can get the numbers for the lottery. Then you can know where to go buy the ticket. Then you can see where the answer is. Then you can relax and you can sit back. And then what happens now, you get what is known as inspired action. Now your super higher self or super conscious mind will come to you and say, boom, I want you to go there. You automatically follow because super conscious mind controls the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is a mind of habit and repetition. So you'll be winning and you'll be succeeding and you won't even know it. Because remember, all things happen in trance state. Okay, you think, you feel, your mind will start to take you places you've never been. You'll go here, you'll go there, and you'll be successful. And then you'll stop and say, man, did I just do that? Did that really just happen? Because now the conscious is just catching up. That's how powerful your mind is. So that's the first key, guys. We must have an awareness of our minds. We must have an awareness of our feelings. We must have an awareness of what our blocks, what's holding us. And the big key to find out what our true limiting, I get a lot of questions about limiting beliefs and how to remove them. And I always say this, it's always important, guys. Look, a limiting belief is always from an emotional standpoint. It's not a conscious standpoint. So you have to know a feeling of something that holds you back. And if if you're having trouble still finding out or finding it, then feel free to contact me. We can get together and I can help you. If time permits and I have the time, we can do that. And you get those working, all right? So those are techniques. And one other thing I want to talk about that you have, that we all have, that we all create what is known as our creative magnetic energy. That's the energy we use and we build and we manifest and we create the frequency and brings into our universe, etc., etc. Now, we also have what is known as latent energy. Latent energy is stored energy. That stored energy, you can use it to manifest. Now, how do you use I'm going to get to that question, play lottery online. Why not play online lottery? Okay, we'll get to that in 1 second. Okay, latent energy. How do you access your latent energy, your stored energy? Okay, this is how you access your stored energy. Okay, What do you think of money throughout the day? Okay, latent energy is this. Remember, it's stored energy. So how you access your latent energy is very simple. Just know you have an awareness that you have latent energy. Now, when you access your latent energy, it's basically a feeling of meditative. So to manifest, to access your latent energy, you want to get into a brief meditative state. What a brief meditative? Just want to breathe in, breathe out. Okay, just breathe in, breathe out. Okay, and you want to do this. Remember, you want to do this breath till your mind gets centered. And when your mind gets centered and relaxed, now you are ready to bring in your latent energy. It's that simple. Okay, you're recharging. That's how you access your latent energy. Okay. Do you play online? Yes, you can play online lottery. It's fine to play online lottery because remember, you create and manifest your desires according to what you see and feel. So it's not necessarily you have to. Okay, good. I'm back online. Okay, screenshot this message. You'll send we'll send with email. Yes, guys. So that's how you access your latent energy. But the biggest awareness I want you guys to have is the fact that your mind can hold you in and you don't have an idea or a clue what's going on. So you have an awareness. So now you know the ego, what the ego does. What's the ego? What's the purpose of the ego? Okay, you need your ego. Ego is a conditioned mind. It's there to protect you, but it does it in a way it doesn't care. So to whom do you say higher self now? To whom do you say higher self now? All right, let's talk. Okay, let's talk about the different realms. Okay, so look, you have what are known as, you have angels. Okay, you have ascended masters, and you have guides. Okay, so an angel, of course, we all know what angels are. Angels are spiritual beings that are sent and created by the universe to help you. That's angels. Okay, a guide or spirit guide would be your higher self. That's a spirit guide. It's a non-quantum spiritual being. That is you. Now, the ascended masters, when it says an ascended master, we all hear that. What's this ascended? Ascended master is your superconscious mind. Okay? Ascended master is a superconscious mind. So keep that in mind. Now, yeah, look, the difference between an online lottery and physical lottery just depends on the individual. Look, if you're an individual and you find it a little difficult to play online because you want to actually visualize, then I recommend you go to the store, because when you go to the store to play the lottery, you know what? Remember, your subconscious mind works better with images and signals, so it would help you to solidify your belief. But online is the same, because once you visualize, the key is this: just to visualize in your mind to see what you want. So it doesn't really matter. You'll benefit both ways. When you think of winning throughout the day, what do you do? All right, this is the level that I want to get you guys in. This is the ultimate level of awareness. You don't think of winning, you just know winning. There's a difference between things. See, when you get to that part of your mind or your consciousness, when you know something, knowing and thinking is two different things. If I know I'm going to win the lottery, I just know it. So I continue my day, and I wait for my higher self or my superconscious mind to give me the inspired action to go do it. When you think, you're not sure. Uncertainty. Now, this comes with the mind. This comes with getting your mind in that point where you start knowing. Knowing is the ultimate powerful force to manifest. Once you know something, nobody can tell you otherwise. If you know this, who can stop you? If I know for a fact that the sun will rise, if I know for a fact that how gravity works, if I know for a fact how quantum physics works, if I know for a fact that quantum particles, atoms, are 99% empty space, and I see the proof and I see the laboratory, I know. I don't think. Just the same thing with the lottery, guys. Know that you are going to win. And if you know you're going to win, you don't need to think. So that's where I want to get you guys to go to, right? Belief. Belief is a very, very simple word, but it sounds so easy to believe, but it becomes so difficult. And here's the reason why. Belief is hard for us to grasp because of our limiting beliefs, because of what we're taught on a subconscious level. That's the issue with belief. But if you practice and practice, remember what Mark giving you a big tip here, guys. Subconscious is what? A tape recorder. Habit, repetition. It overplays, reality loop. So how do you get a tape recorder? You re-record. And how do you re-record? You constantly instill new programs of belief, and you will take out the old programs. Okay, that's it. Now, how do you make yourself believe you deserve it? Well, first of all, if you do not feel you deserve to win the lottery, or if you feel you don't deserve anything in life, or you feel that you truly don't deserve it, then that's an automatic indication of a block of a limiting belief. There's your limiting belief. You don't deserve it, then we have to work on removing that block. And you guys know now that you remove limiting beliefs by what are known as high frequency brain waves. Okay, because these frequencies work in accordance with your mind, with your brain. Remember, your brain operates in frequencies. Remember, your universe operates in these frequencies similar to a radio wave or cell phone signal waves. Remember, as far as frequencies is, like frequencies will attract like frequencies. So your brain right now, as we're speaking, your brain is giving off all these frequencies. You're tuning out in and out right now. That's how they work. And then once you identify, then we can find the correct matching brainwave frequencies pertaining to your particular limiting beliefs. And once we get that, we identify it, then we tune those signals. Now we're removing it. Okay, that's how I do it when I do the coaching and mentoring. So that's a huge tip right there. And of course, you start to remove them, and we open the door. Boom. Can you Can you manifest lottery if you're going through a rough time? Not quite. Here's why. When you're going through a rough time, it depends on where your focus is. So my advice is to remember this. My advice to you, if you're going through a rough time, here's the best advice to do. And I always say this: never try to change the physical circumstances of what you're going through. Always change the circumstances in your mind first, and then the perceived physical will change. So if you're going through a rough situation, to change that rough situation, see within your mind what you want the outcome of the situation to be, and based on the outcome that you project within your mind, then you are sending what? We talk about those frequencies, right? And then you will attract the ideal situation or reality that you want to experience, and hence your situation changes. So to answer your question, short-term question, yeah, you can still win the lottery, but it's all about how you put it in your mind and you see it. So if you're in a bad situation, see the opposite in your mind. It must project into your current reality, because remember, reality is what? It's just a perception. It's not physically real. Remember, these electrons, they reject, they put in, okay? So the things that look physically real can change like that. Not physically real, guys. They look physically real because that's our brain. The brain is saying it's physically real, so it's not. That's a huge tip for you to know that, hey, I can change. But we've been taught the wrong way. We've been taught to focus on what? The problem, to fix it first. No, that's wrong. You focus on the mind. You see the situation fixed in the mind. You see the situation you want to see in the mind. And then here's what happens. The outside situation must change to reflect from inside the mind. That's how you change your situation. Remember that. Do not go out and try to physically change your situation, because it's not going to work, because you're miscreating. Universe, remember, laws are absolute. This is how the universe works. Works with the laws. Okay? Gravity is a law. Thermodynamic is a law. The nuclear force is a law. Okay? Electromagnetic spectrums are laws. They bind things together. Okay? Magnetism, electromagnetism is a law. These things are what hold quantum particles together. Who controls the law of the universe? The creator, the I am, God, universe, whatever you want to call it. He controls them. An intelligent design, intelligent being controls them. You have power to control them. You cannot turn off the electromagnetic force. Even as powerful as we are as creators, we cannot do that. Only one being can do that. So these laws are absolute. So what does that mean? If you do these things and you practice these things, you must see the result. It's guaranteed to work, but it doesn't work because you never give yourself time. And number one reason it doesn't work, you have no idea. You didn't know this is how it worked. Okay, you had no idea how it worked. So I'm giving you now, change your circumstances, change it within the mind, and the mind must reflect the perceived physical. Okay? Because you're matching frequencies. We're connecting and we're attracting. Remember, you live in a what? Attractive traction universe. Okay? Spiritual angels and help a lot. Let's talk about these angels. I hear a lot of, Mark, angel numbers and so forth. Okay? Angels are always there. They're there to help you. Remember, I talked about this before, but you just have to know when to ask, because you've been given free will, and free will, they cannot just interfere. So ask, they'll help you. Okay, I want to go back to your higher self. Okay, your higher self. Remember now, the higher self exists in a non-physical form, or a spiritual, just meaning non-physical, but it communicates through your subconscious, so you can create and manifest in this reality. So the key is we have to get into touch with our subconscious so we can get in touch with our higher self. Okay, and to get to the higher self, you have to go through certain channels and stages so you can open it more effectively, and you can create and manifest. So just these are some things. I manifested 30K win on a scratch off and lots of 1K 5,000 wins. How do I take it to the next level? Okay, how do you take it to the next level? That's where you have to come see me, because the next level then for you is the superconscious mind. Okay, so if you're winning a lot, then we have to get into your superconscious mind, and I can open your superconscious mind that you can have more awareness and you can start to win more. Because it seems to me that you've mastered more of the subconscious and higher self, but the superconscious, now that takes the coaching and the mentoring to get you to that level. And when you're in that level, what's the saying go? All hell breaks loose, so to speak. All right, so that's where you want to be in the next level, is the superconscious level. Okay, if we could always walk in a meditative state. Yes. What causes mental blocks? What causes mental blocks are emotional feelings. Okay, that's what causes mental block. A mental block is how fast or how loose you can let go or hold on to a certain feeling or something that you perceive to be real. That's mental blocks. So to release mental blocks, first you must have an awareness that what? Mental. You have physical and you have mental. Physical means perceived real, mental is just a feeling. So the first awareness is this: if I'm feeling a thought, it is not physically, perceived physically real right now in the moment. Okay, that's the first link we must do. Yes, the first link you must do, we must know that. Guys, look, this videos I put out is very informative, and you guys are learning a lot. But here's the key now. I want you to remember this. Your mind works in layers, guys. So we have to go from conscious, then we go to subconscious, and then we go to superconscious. This is what I do when I mentor and I coach. And for you guys who can't take advantage of the coaching courses, I don't. The time is limited. I get you on the list. That's fine. That's why I put these videos out, to help you, to gear you up. At least you can have an awareness to know. And this works. It helps you a lot, along with the Facebook platform. But I want you to remember, I don't want you to go out there and start jumping all over the place and say, oh, this. Remember, start from the steps. We go from conscious to superconscious. So the videos, I have a lot of videos on this page. Watch them. Learn from the videos. Learn from the conscious level. Then go to the superconscious. From the conscious, then go to the subconscious. I haven't done the superconscious yet, because the superconscious, I really do that when I do the mentoring and the coaching, because the superconscious mind takes a lot of information. And with the coaching and program, I'm doing a one-on-one coaching session with you guys, and the one-on-one, then I can be more prepared to do the superconscious. But I will put superconscious information out in snippets, so you can just have an information or an awareness of how to get into that part of your mind. Because the superconscious part of your mind is what Mark says, the knowing part of your mind. Once you can get into the knowing part of your mind, then your reality will come to you, because you know with certainty that you will get what you desire. It starts with belief. What do you think about dreams? Let's talk about dreams real fast. This is what dreams are. When you're sleeping, you're in a state known as REM, random eye movement, or rapid eye movement. Okay? Sleep states go in stages. You have alpha, theta. The alpha, theta is the beginning state of sleep. Okay? That's when you're just falling in. Then we go into the deep state, which is the delta. Delta is where you dream. Here's what dreams. When you are sleeping, your subconscious mind is alive. That's the time when it starts to clean up. Okay? It starts to clean things up. So when you're sleeping, your mind, that's the time the subconscious comes in and does its work. How does it do it? Does it through dreams. So what are dreams? Dreams are basically programs, thoughts, or things that your subconscious mind does not need, so it processes them and it kicks them out. Here's something important about dreams you must realize. You dream every single day of the year. You don't remember them, but you do. But here's a key point. When you do remember a dream, it is meant for you to remember the dream. The dream is a message from your higher self. Okay? So you have to know to interpret dreams. I know how to interpret dreams. That's what I do. So it depends on the dream. So always remember this. If you have a dream and you remember it, it's for a reason. If you have a dream, but you can't remember the whole dream, you remember parts of the dream, don't worry about it. It's not meant for you. If your higher self wants to contact you with a dream, you remember the entire dream. Always remember that, okay? And dreams are what? The majority of dreams are just there to erase, to clean up, so that we can start back the whole process again, all right? Okay? Sometimes dream doesn't make sense. No. All dreams make sense, but you just have to know to process and what they mean. Okay? Remember, guys, I said this before. Things work in a way that when we see things, what we don't understand is that we fail to understand that we're seeing some complicated event that the universe is using, but to our limited mind, it looks crazy, it looks out of proportion. But we do not yet understand the complexity of what our minds are telling us. That's where the awareness comes. That's where you expand your mind to create. And this is what I use. This is what I do every day. This is how I practice. And you can see when I created the Facebook platform, the lottery page. If you go to the page right now, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars a day winning using their minds. Mark, your third eye is open. Yes, my third eye is open. My third eye has been open for 3 years, and yeah, it depends. Your third eye, if you want to access your third eye, it comes with a disclaimer. Now, third eye is a very, very powerful part of your consciousness. It is the eye, I call it, to the quantum world, and it's the beginning of knowledge. Now, some of you guys, when the third eye is open, you might start to see visions and as forth. But keep in mind, your third eye was created by God, I am, to help you. So despite what society says or anything else, that's just plain. It's there to help you. So know that it's there to you. Yes, of course, Chrissy. We'll continue. I know you're going through some things right now, so you want to take care of that. Yes, you can always contact me and ask me questions, because we're doing, you're still part of the coaching, so you definitely can contact me. I know you're going through things right now. Okay, guys, so those are some awareness I want to give to let you know about your mind. And the more important thing I want you to keep in mind, remember, stages. Let's go through stages. Okay? Yes, the mind is a very powerful thing. The mind is how you create your reality. Your mind can either release you or it can hold you in. But here's the beauty of it. Your mind has the keys. You have the keys, my friend. You have the keys to create the life you want, because now you know there's no real physical real things in life, man. It looks real, it feels real, but it's not really. So you just create it from within, and then you express it from out. Look at your universe as one big painted canvas, because all of reality is 99% empty space. Quantum physics shows us that the atom itself is just empty space. So that's just so at one big empty space. Paint the picture, the reality that you want. It's there for you. But to begin it, remember, we must go through the stages. Just like a baby, right? A baby may want to eat steak, I said it. But in order to eat steak, you see his mom eating the steak, right? He doesn't have the teeth developed yet to eat the steak. Even if he had the teeth to eat the steak, his bodily digestive system is not advanced yet to be able to process and digest that heavy structure of food. So you see how it goes, guys? So we have to go through stages. And these are what these videos are. These videos are going to help you guys to rise up and get to the state, okay? All right, guys, so those are some tips. So remember, the main important point I want to remember is this. In order to get to your true level of awareness, let's work on stages. Let's go through the levels. So let's first get our limiting beliefs out the way, okay? Let's learn what our ego, the difference between the ego, the critical factor, and the subconscious, okay? We got that. Now let's learn how the subconscious works to create. Okay, we got that. Now let's go into the higher self. Let's open up the higher self. I'll show you how to do that. We got that. Now we go to the final stage, which is the superconscious. You put them all together, methods, techniques, boom, you'll start to create and manifest. All right, guys, so those are some tips. I know this video is a little long. I haven't done it in a while, but I want to do it. So look, you can reach me, mhoughton76@gmail.com. For you guys who want to take advantage of the coaching mentoring program, of course, you can send me an email, get you scheduled in. When I have some more time or more classes available, we can get you in so you can learn and master your mind and take it to the next level. For you guys, this is why these videos exist. You can start to learn, start to process this information, use it, and it will help you. Okay? The Facebook platform is another platform you can also go. Free information, learn it, use it, put it into use. Winners every day. Okay, guys? Those are some quick tips. And of course, I will continue to do another video. And remember, I want to leave you with one big tip. Always, always, always focus on what you want. If you find your mind focusing on something you don't want, I want you to force yourself to focus on what you want, because here's the biggest key. When you focus on what you desire and what you want, you are moving towards that very thing. You are attracting it. You send a electromagnetic frequency to the universe. Law of attraction is a gravitational force that is now pulling that section, that part of reality to attract to you. So that is the biggest tip. If you can focus on what you want, you'll always be moving towards it. What does focus on what you want mean? Just basically means feel good. Think about things that make you feel good. Think about things that you desire. And you'll always be bringing it into your reality. That's a big step to start to deprogram your mind from the limiting beliefs. Okay? Thank you guys for watching, and talk again.